All right, we can start. So good morning, everyone. I, Dr. Anshul Saluja, along with my colleagues, Ms. Manju Pundu and Ms. Kanchan Khatreja from School of Education, K.R Mangalam University, would like to welcome you all for this 1 week online interdisciplinary faculty development program on meaningful research and intellectual property rights. It is being held in collaboration with the Faculty of Education, CCS University, Meerut. To give a brief about the School of Education at K.R Mangalam University. So we aspire to become an internationally recognized department through excellence in the interdisciplinary arena of education, research, and innovation. We aspire to prepare socially responsible lifelong learners which can contribute to the nation building. Since 2016, the School of Education is striving to foster and maintain a creative environment with a deep commitment to inculcate excellence in academic and contribute towards students' development. The school brings an attitudinal change in the prospective teachers for their advancement into accountable agents of change in the society who are sensitive to the local, national, global concerns and issues vital for the human survival, progress, and development. So we offer B.Ed, DLEd, MA Education, and PhD programs at our university. Before going ahead, at this point, I would request Professor Tanya Gupta, Dean School of Education at K.R Mangalam University, to formally welcome all the delegates and the participants present here. Ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Anshul. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of School of Education, K.R Mangalam University, Gurugram, Haryana, I welcome the registered participants for this 1 week interdisciplinary faculty development program on meaningful research and intellectual property rights, which is being organized in collaboration with Faculty of Education, CCS University, Meerut, from 8th August to 14th August 2022. At the outset, I'm happy and I take the honor to welcome Professor Jaiswal sir, who is the Dean at the Faculty of Education, CCS University, Meerut. Welcome, sir. And it is really our pleasure that today we have started a journey of collaboration and miles to go together in academic and research work. I'll also like to welcome Dr. Manjeera. She's the resource person for today. The FDP is starting today with your session. Of course, once your technical session will be there, Dr. Manjeera, we will be formally introducing you, but grateful that you have joined the inaugural session. Welcome. Thank you so much. About this program that we are organizing, dear friends, dear colleagues, we know how important today and how emerging is IPR as an area in research and how much scope it has today in the present times. So this FDP is being organized basically to give an overview to the participants, to the faculty, to the scholars, to really understand how IPR is a major step to bridge the gap between innovation. How do you file the IPR? How is a copyright different from a patent, and so and so forth? And what are the IP violations, and what are the mechanisms that are in place, which will curb such violations? So basically, through this FDP, we are going to be on a week-long journey to understand various issues of meaningful research and IPR, like the basics of IPR. What is the systematic approach for writing research articles? How do we go about indexing and citations? How does one file patents? What is the documentation procedure? And what is a trademark? How is a copyright different from a trademark? What are the violations? And we will also be highlighting on plagiarism. So the whole objective of this FDP is to bring about awareness about the IPR, to encourage each one of you, in fact, each one of us as researchers, to to innovate, to bring in more patents, more trademarks, copyrights, because this is the need of the hour. And how do you actually do it in your research, inventions, and innovative projects? And also this FDP endeavors to enhance the abilities of the faculty and the research scholars to conduct meaningful research. So we hope that after this FDP is over on the 14th, we will all be in a better understanding after hearing the views of our experts who are going to be there daily with us. We will understand the nuances of the IPR and meaningful research and learn the do's and don'ts of research. So with this, I welcome you all on behalf of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. C.S. Dubeji, and our Pro Vice Chancellor, Madam, Professor Dr. Pushpalata Tripathi. I'd like to welcome you on their behalf. And I also look forward to have this sharing of the welcome address with our collaborating partner, that is CCS University Meerut, for which we will be very happy to hear the views of Professor Vijay Jaiswal sir. So all the very best for this FDP, and we will look forward that all the participants are there in all the sessions to gain the best out of this this program. So once again, I welcome each one of you. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for kick-starting this session. Now I would request Professor Vijay Jaiswal, Head and Dean, Faculty of Education, CCS University Meerut. A brief about him. With more than 18 years of teaching and guiding dissertations at MEd and MPhil level and supervising PhD, he has worked as Associate Professor in Department of Education, CCS University Meerut, and an Assistant Professor in Education Department, CSJM University Kanpur. With more than 71 publications in various reputed national and international journals, and also chapters in books, and 2 major projects funded by UGC and ICSSR, he has got a wide experience in the field of education. So we request you to please enlighten our participants with the theme of this FDP.
Thank you, Dr. Ansul. I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Professor C.S. Dubeji, patron of K.R Mangalam University, Sona, Gurugram, and our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sangeeta Suklaji, though they are not present, but they are patron, and I think I must remember first all of them. And co-patron Professor Dr. Pushpalata Tripathi ji, conveners of this one big FDP, Professor Dr. Tanya Gupta ji, myself, Professor Vijay Jaiswal, Dr. P.C. Jaina, coordinator, School of Education, and one of my bosom friend, co-coordinators, Dr. Ansul Saluja ji, Miss Manju Kundu ji, Miss Kanchan Khatira ji, and all the other team members who are making untired effort from last so many days to make this program successful. As we know, research is an original and systematic investigation undertaken to increase existing knowledge and understanding of the unknown to establish facts and principles. Some people consider research as a voyage of discovery of new knowledge. It comprises the creation of ideas and the generation of new knowledge that leads to new and improved insight and development of new material, devices, and products. But the theme of this seminar is meaningful research. I think what is the meaningful research? Good reflective research produces theories and hypotheses and benefits any intellectual attempt to analyze facts and phenomena. Chief characteristics of any research should be attempt to solve a research problem, involve gathering new data from primary to first-hand sources, using existing data for a new purpose, is based upon observable experiences or empirical evidences, demands accurate observation and description, implies carefully designed procedure and rigorous analysis, attempts to find an objective, unbiased solution to the problem, and takes great pains to validate the methods employed. Along with these features, also there are some other features of meaningful research. It must be empirical, systematic, controlled observation, implies hypothesis, must be analytical, objective, unbiased, and logical, implies quantitative as well as qualitative techniques. One of the most important aspect regarding meaningful research is also researcher motivation. Researcher motivation, it matter to a great extent. A person may be motivated to undertake research activities because he might have genuine interest and curiosity in the existing body of knowledge, understanding of the problem. He is looking for answers to questions which remain unanswered so far and trying to unfold the truth. The existing tools and techniques accessible to him and others may need modification and change to suit the current needs. Some desirable qualities of research which also leads to meaningful research: purpose clearly defined, detailed research practices, research design, rigorous research design, must consider ethical issues, must consider limitations and delimitations, results and findings, conclusion, recommendation, and researcher experience. Along with these features, there are also some precautions in research also. Whether a researcher is doing applied or basic research or research of any other part, he or she must take necessary precaution to ensure that the research he or she is doing is relevant, timely, efficient, accurate, and ethical. The research is considered relevant if it anticipates the kinds of information that will be required by decision makers, scientists, or policy makers. Timely research is completed in time to influence decision. Research is efficient when it is of best quality or the minimum expenditure and the study is appropriate to the research context. Research is considered accurate or valid when the interpretations can account for both consistency and inconsistency in the data. Research is ethical when it can promote trust, exercise care, ensure standards, and protect the rights of participants in the research practice. So these are some characteristics of meaningful research, and this must be highlighted during the research practice. Along with this FDP is also very focus on very thrust areas like basics of IPR, intellectual property rights, systematic approach for writing research activities, indexing and citation, which is also much more important in the context of research, meaningful research, filing of patent and documentation procedures, industrial design and geographical indication, fundamentals of trademark, copyright violation and related rights, plagiarism prevention. So these topics are very much relevant in today's research. It is need of the hour to discuss these topics because many researchers and also researchers and supervisors both do not have very much clear understanding of these topics like IPR, plagiarism, how to avoid plagiarism, how to deal with copyright problems, copyright issues, fundamentals of trademark, how to file patent. So I think this FDP will be proved very much meaningful, and all the experts' view and academic discussions and deliberations will broaden mental origin of our participants. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. And I would like to thank Professor Tanya ma'am and Professor Vijay sir for throwing some light on the central themes of this FDP and inducting the participants on research and IPR. So moving ahead, since we have Professor Manjeera Saikia with us, and I would like to welcome you, ma'am. And a brief introduction about her, as she's an assistant professor at School of Law, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya. She pursued her LLM from Lovely Professional University and BA LLB from BRM Government Law College. Her areas of interest is intellectual property law, environmental law, criminal law, and cyber law. She has published a number of research papers in journals of international and national repute. She had also participated in various national and international seminars and also participated as a resource person in a few. She has also participated in various faculty development programs for the enrichment of pedagogical and teaching skills, and has been an active member of various legal aid camps conducted for the needy. With her grooming and time management skills, she has been training the students in their areas of moot court and personality development. And prior to joining University of Science Technology, her work experience include judicial clerkship under Guwahati High Court, resource person in state training workshops by Consumer Legal Protection Forum Assam, and beside teaching, she is trained Satriya dancer and completed her BA in the same, and has been trained in various other dance forms such as contemporary, etc. So, ma'am, we welcome you all on this platform, and we look forward for quite an enriching learning experience from you.
Thank you, Dr. Anshul, ma'am, for beautifully giving the introduction. So, may I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, a very good morning to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor K.R Mangalam University, Professor C.S. Dubey sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor CCS University, Meerut, Professor Sangeeta Shukla ma'am. Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor K.R Mangalam University, Professor Pushpita Tripathi ma'am. Respected Dean, School of Education, K.R Mangalam University, Dr. Tanya Gupta ma'am, whom I have been in touch with. Respected Dean, Faculty of Education, CCS University, Professor Vijay Jashwal sir. Thank you, sir and ma'am, for inviting me to this FDP program. And I'm really, it is a great opportunity and pleasure to interact with all the faculty members and the research scholars who have joined here today. So I'll move on with my topic, that is intellectual property rights. So with your due permission, may I start the screen sharing?
Please go ahead, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Please let me know if I am audible and visible in my slides. Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, Dr. You can start. Yeah, visible.
Yeah. So as we know, IPR is a very fast-growing subject, and as the competition has grown, the importance of IPR has grown many folds. Like the NEP 2020 have mentioned about the IPR subject and have spoken about the skill development, the development of innovation, the development of invention. Also, the UGC, that is the University Grant Commission, have also mentioned about the subject of including it in the as an elective subject for the choice-based credit system. IPR is a very important subject, and it has been even included in the schools for an early innovation among the students. And there are many schemes like the IPR scheme, Kiran IPR scheme, which helps women train in the field of science and technology. So we get an idea how important IPR is in today's time. So without any further delay, we will directly start the topic, what is the meaning of intellectual property rights? So you can see in this slide the intellectual property rights, the name itself indicates what it includes, like the property, the word property. So intellectual property rights has its root in the property laws. So property can be divided into two categories, tangible and intangible properties. So tangible properties are those property which we can see, touch, or feel, where intangible properties are the properties like the intellectual property rights, the patent, the copyright, the trademark, which we